Hi everyone, this is StariAri and I'm here to give you your weekly energy report. Um, this week I'm going to be pulling some cards from the Galactic Heritage deck as well as from the Starseed deck and tarot and this wonderful new deck that I received from one of my soul sisters who is also a Toltec shaman. Thank you so much, Yvette, for this deck. I absolutely love it. I resonate completely with it. It's definitely a true blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Truly appreciate you for this. So let's go ahead and begin. So I'm going to pull a card first from this beautiful deck from Yvette. So this is going to just give us like kind of like the tone or energy for the week and see what we have to work on in particular, okay, for this week. I know there's a lot of intensity coming around. I would say you probably felt the new moon's energy in Aries since like I would say like 3 days or even more than that prior to it, and then you might feel it even more right after. I always do threes. I always feel it 3 days prior and then 3 days after. It's like restless sleep or even lack of sleep, you know. That's just or visitors just coming in randomly and waking me up. All right, so the energy that we need to integrate today, or actually this week if you have time for this, through meditation or healing practices, whatever you are I would say led to do by your guides and your guidance, is the divine masculine which is pretty awesome because we do have a lot of Eris energy being triggered by the divine feminines such as Ceres and you know, Eris series, as well as Aries. Eris and Aries being triggered even more, and that is the divine feminine. And so this is kind of good because then we need to balance both within. So if you're having any problems this week with communication or even I would say conversation with your divine counterpart, whether you are the role of the divine feminine or not, just be mindful of this, and also about your like any downloads that you receive in dream state or even in meditation regarding any type of work that you have to do within your relationships to someone who is a divine masculine currently. Okay, so that's what this card represents. It's a need for balance, a need for understanding the frequency of the divine masculine within you and then within others, because we have been bombarded with a lot of the frequencies for the divine feminine, a lot of, you know, shadows being brought to light by Eris itself, as well as an exploration of any type of aspects of ourselves, divine feminine wise, that need some attention, that need some assistance to heal them. Okay, and so that being said, we're going to have to switch over to the divine masculine this week. Okay, it's not saying that we're going to deny the divine feminine, it's just that we need to really do some work in the divine masculine energy as well. Okay, so taking action, making sure that we are comfortable with any type of emotional stages that might be out of character for ourselves, such as anger, frustration, you know, things like that. That is very much divine masculine. And then also our own will, you know, our will to persevere and succeed in life, as well as dominate, you know, any arena of our life in order for us to see success in it. And so to me, I feel like in so many ways we have suppressed this part of ourselves and we have denied it because we fear it, because we fear our own fire that might, you know, become a little bit of a rager, pretty much. All right, so that's what we're going to be concentrating this week. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull the energy for that will coincide with this, that will help us with having a better understanding of where to look and what aspects of ourselves to look into. Okay, so this would be for, I guess it's a further elaboration of how to work with the divine feminine, so, and the divine masculine, I would say. So I chose the high priestess, which is pretty awesome, because remember, she's in charge of the mysteries of uncovering or revealing, you know, that which is hidden. And right now she's taking the role of, you know, Eris, for example. And so she is bringing a lot of things to the surface that might make us feel uncomfortable, that might make us want to look away from it or shy away from it. We're not wanting us to deal with this at this time. So this is a perfect energy to work with the high priestess, to reveal the truth of what is hidden, to bring the darkness into light. Okay, and also to understand the wisdom behind you know, our own emotional states, and our rage and our anger, and even our frustrations, to include, you know, any regrets that we might have by not taking action, or by not, you know, putting our foot down within relationships, you know, things like that. So I would say it's very important for you to really understand where this is coming from, where it's stemming from. And a lot of people would tell you that it can begin in childhood, but I would say, looking right now at the present moment, what is manifesting for you to really understand, what are you frustrated with, who are you frustrated with, would be kind of like why this is happening, right? What is it about them that reminds you of something that you had to deal with a while back? You know, maybe there was a situation that you encountered as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult, a relationship with someone who you had to really navigate through, and really show your strength within it, you know, so that you won't get trampled on or taken advantage of, you know, things like that. And so this is what I feel that the high priestess is definitely trying to teach us right now, with how to really work through our wounded, you know, divine masculine. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a galactic heritage card now, so that we know who is gonna be our allies this week to work with. So the galactic heritage cards will just assist you in really finding out more about your star family, and who you can call in as a guide that will assist you with this work as well. Okay, and this is just optional, but I really do encourage anyone who is trying to connect in this way to connect to this particular guide for this week. Okay, so this is what I always teach when I'm teaching people how on how to connect with their guides, is to take one guide, choose one guide only, and have a conversation with them as if you're having a conversation with, you know, someone who is here physically. They can hear you. And you're not crazy, okay? You might look crazy to other people, but you're not. They can hear you, and they can give you insights through meditation, through you know, any type of symbology, things like that, in dream states or whatever. However it works for you is pretty much best. Okay, so this is funny, because I was thinking about the Lyrans not that long ago, especially when we were coming into Aries season. I was like, ooh, fire, ooh, the Lyrans are here. Definitely the Lyrans. And yes, they're feline beings, but there's different types. But this one in particular is actually the feline beings that are coming in to assist us. So here we go, number 11, Pioneering Spirit, Lyra. So when you think of the divine masculine, it is action oriented, right? It is a builder, a creator in its own right as well. Okay, it is the one that brings the ideas of the divine feminine and takes them and helps and assists the divine feminine in manifesting these ideas. Okay, and so that being said, the Lyrans, for example, according to different channelers, were said to be one of the first to explore space in this galaxy in particular. Maybe you have a different idea who was that for you, but in my experience, I do feel that as well, where they were able to advance their civilization so far into exploring space as well as to colonizing different constellations within this galaxy. The Lyrans do bring a lot of fiery energy, a lot of action energy, a lot of Aries energy for sure, where the colonization of space was not very peaceful. Let's put it that way, okay? So anyway, so this will be a good energy to work with, especially if you're feeling a little bit like I don't know, like you're questioning your life purpose, or you're feeling a little bit out of balance with that, and unsure on what direction to go. Okay, and so this is what the pioneering spirit energy of Lyra and your Lyran guides and star family will assist you with. Okay, and to deal with any obstacles that you have surrounding, you know, this when it comes to relationships as well as when it comes to your career. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull a card from the Starseed deck so we can see what else we need to know, what other wisdom we need to understand at this time. Ooh. This is awesome because they are definitely something that I work with to kind of cool me down when I'm working with Lyran energy. So I always see this, it's not like necessarily cool me down, but more like either like quelling and sustaining the fire. Okay, so I pulled the Seven Sisters, which is the Pleiades. So this is all about birthing of creation here. Okay, the expression that comes in from, you know, the higher realms, that is birthed through you, through your mind, through your actions, through your will, your divine will. And so with the Pleiadians, I would say working with them in conjunction to the Lyrans will help you balance both the masculine and the feminine, because I always find that the Pleiadian energy is very much feminine in its actions, in its diplomacy, in its will to balance things, right? And create, of course, and manifest, and give you guys insights as to how the world works as well as the universe and why things are the way that they are, to help you understand so that, you know, you won't be so frustrated or angry with some type of outcome that, you know, didn't go the way that you wished it to go. So this will be a perfect, I would say, a perfect guide to assist you. Of course, the Lyrans would be perfect to open that floodgate of emotion to help you really navigate through it, and make you understand how necessary it is to really embrace all aspects of you, all emotional stages, you know, things like that. And so the Pleiadians will help you balance that out as well and help you cool down after you're done with with that work. Okay, so this is definitely a good time to work as the high priest or high priestess that you are, and, you know, tap into your divine masculine and of course your divine feminine to assist you with this, and just deal with any issues that surround, you know, a suppression of emotion, surround any anger, any rage, any frustration, you know, any desires that you want that haven't, you know, manifested the way that you desired to, for them to manifest. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys for this week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.